guys, I know I missed the other 2 days of like not posting videos, and I said I was gonna post one every single day. I apologize for that. I was a little busy, and now I'm officially gonna try and do one per day except weekend. So tomorrow and the next day, I am not gonna have videos up because I will be have things to do on the weekends. You know how life is and everything. So next, first thing we're gonna go to is starting off the video is the Sapphire Radeon R9 260X. Now guys, if you're gonna do like a $400 build or maybe like a pretty decent gaming PC, this will be the card, one of the cards that you should be looking at. It's 2 gigabytes, and most games are highly taking advantage of most graphics cards having 2 gigabytes in them. Like you can play some of the high-end games like Battlefield, Dying Light, some of the Just Causes. You know, most games like that. You're not gonna be running them at 1080p max settings. You're gonna be running them at maybe low to medium settings or medium to high settings, depending on what game it is. You're not gonna get it. Depending on what game you're gonna play, you will not get a solid 60 FPS. But maybe some games like TF2, CSGO, maybe you'll get a solid 60 FPS. This has oh great. Okay, this has one HDMI port and then one DVI port. This I would not recommend overclocking or having dual monitors. This is just for a simple build, and it has one DP input. I would not recommend having one monitor with this. No, I would not recommend having 2 monitors with this, sorry. But I would recommend having 1 monitor, and you should do just fine. Moving on to the next card. Let's move on to the next card real quick. Well, going on to the next card, we have the XFX Radeon R9 280. Guys, this card is for people who are like a bit more of the high-end people. You should do just fine with this. Let's see what it comes with. This comes with a crossfire bridge, just in case you want to put 2 Radeons in there. But I think one should be just fine unless you're doing dual monitors. The only way I would recommend doing dual monitors without lagginess is if you have 2 graphics cards, like 2 XFX Radeons. I think you'd be just fine if you had 2 of those in there. With the crossfire bridge. This should run some games at 60 FPS, maybe 1080p. Pretty sure high to medium, medium to high settings shouldn't really blast your settings up. This card, I think you could do mild overclocks. It looks like, yeah, you should be fine with mild overclocks with this card. This card features 2 VGA ports, 1 HDMI port, and 2 DM ports, I believe those are. Let's see what else here. Okay, this is a 3 gigabyte card, which is good for games because most people, they usually get a 2 gigabyte card, and that should put up their settings a little high. But with this card, I think it should be just fine. You should be able to run games like CSGO, World of Warcraft, games like that at a solid 60 FPS. This is a card for most people who do simple games but want a higher frame rate in them. CSGO, Dirty Bomb, all those games, you should get a pretty good frame rate. Yeah, this card. Yeah, what else about this card? Ooh, it says it's 4K ready, which I really don't believe, because a lot of cards say 4K ready and they're really not. But with the 4K monitor, you should get a very nice picture. Now let's get on to the next graphics card. Well, okay guys, heading on to the next graphics card, we have the. Didn't I just talk about this card? Oh no, okay. These 2 cards pretty much sound the same, but they're not. Last card was FX. This is the XFX Radeon R9 290. Pretty sure you guys have heard a lot about this card. The last card I featured was a 280. This was a 290. The other one was 3 gigabytes. This one is a whopping 4 gigabytes. for those people who are gonna put their settings at high settings. Um, like on GTA, you can have medium to high settings, games like that. This would do just well for the new game that just came out, Black Ops 3. Fallout 4, you should do just fine. For this, dual monitors is not a must, but it is possible. Having two DVI ports right there, one HDMI, and I believe another HDMI port right there. So I think this is a pretty solid card. As for this card, yes, I would recommend overclocking. A mild overclock should do you just well for those people who want a higher frame rate on playing some other games. It is currently out of stock on Newegg, but you could find it other places like Amazon or Micro Center or any place like that, and you should be just fine ordering. Is GDDR5. I didn't really mention the DDR and the other graphics cards, but they're all pretty much DDR 5 or around there. Yeah, pretty much all the cards are DDR5 or higher. So, anything else about this card? Nope, I guess that's it. Okay. Of course, it's the AMD, the GPU series. It's a AMD Radeon R9 200 series. Guys, this card, if you're doing like a $500, $600 build, this card would be the card I recommend you. For gaming, in most games, you should get a pretty good frame rate, 30 to 60 FPS. 30 frames minimum if you put your settings higher on like games like GTA or anything like that. Now guys, let's get on to the next graphics card. Going on to the next card, we have the MSI GeForce GTX 970. Guys, this is the one that, yes, you could max out your settings in a few games. Not crazy games like in Black Ops 3, you could be able to max out your settings quite a bit. Just make sure your processor can handle it. And if you overclock, yeah, you should be able to almost pretty much max out your settings. It's 4 gigabytes, of course. This was basically designed for gaming, so you should do just fine in most games. Diablo 3, all those games. Of course, I'm gonna feature how much DVI ports and everything has one DVI and one DYI, and then it has one HDMI port and then one D port. That's pretty much all you need. It comes with the DVI to VGA power adapter, or I mean not power adapter. It has a DVI to VGA D sub adapter, which is very useful because not that many monitors, or if you have an old monitor, they do not have VGA. Or I mean they do not have DVI, so a VGA cable will come in handy. It of course comes with a little power cable, everything. It comes with a disc. Guys, these cards are very popular from MSI, so I would recommend picking this up if you're doing a pretty high-end budget build. Now, let's go on to the next card. Going on to the next card, we have the MSI GeForce GTX 970. Guys, this is the one that, yes, you could max out your settings in a few games. Not crazy games like in Black Ops 3, you could be able to max out your settings quite a bit. Just make sure your processor can handle it. And if you overclock, yeah, you should be able to almost pretty much max out your settings. It's 4 gigabytes, of course. This was basically designed for gaming, so you should do just fine in most games. Diablo 3, all those games. Of course, I'm gonna feature how much DVI ports and everything has one DVI and one DYI, and then it has one HDMI port and then one D port. That's pretty much all you need. It comes with the DVI to VGA power adapter, or I mean not power adapter. It has a DVI to VGA D sub adapter, which is very useful because not that many monitors, or if you have an old monitor, they do not have VGA. Or I mean they do not have DVI, so a VGA cable will come in handy. It of course comes with a little power cable, everything. It comes with a disc. Guys, these cards are very popular from MSI, so I would recommend picking this up if you're doing a pretty high-end budget build. Now, let's go on to the next card. Well guys, going up to the last card, we have the MSI Radiant R9 390. It has 8 gigabytes, which is pretty high. You're gonna be pretty much maxing out your settings Dual monitors will be a must with this card. Of course, the dual monitors. Oh, good. Everyone loves the dual monitors. You should be just fine if you overclock. Just don't go crazy overclock. This card, I'm pretty sure will take a lot of power, so make sure your graphics card can handle this. What's it called? It has it has a DVI, has two DVI-D ports, one HDMI, and one D port. Which is pretty much all you need. Yes, guys, you'll be able to probably max out on GTA 5. What else? Not on dual monitors, but on a single monitor, you should be well. If you have like GTA 5, you should be able to max that out. Black Ops 3 should be able to pretty much max out most of the high-end games today. Fallout, this would do especially well just for Fallout because of what I've heard of it and experience of it. So, okay. This is in stock at Newegg. I will put all the descriptions inside. I'll put all the links inside the description. Sorry for that. And now that the holidays are coming, all the products might be low because Christmas sales and all that. So happy holidays to everyone out there. I'm sorry guys, I missed a few days. I missed 2 days because it was 2 days ago since I posted the video saying I'll post a video every day. I injured my back, so which really stopped me because I had to rest a lot to heal my back more or faster. But yes, guys, I'll be posting a video Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week, and I'll keep doing that. Maybe not on the on Christmas and the next day, and you know, around there, cause yeah, it's Christmas too. So yeah, guys, I wish you guys a happy holidays. The reason I'm not saying just Christmas because other people celebrate other holidays like Hanukkah and all that, and I wanna respect other people who celebrate other holidays. So that's why I'm saying happy holidays. So to everyone out there, happy holidays, and I'll see you guys in the next video. The next video should be the top 5 top of the top list graphics cards. So stay tuned for that. So thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing.